It's been a month. It's literally been a month since the last time we were here. And the amount of shit that has happened in this hobby, which again is a word I hate, is insane. It's only been a month. Please, as a friend here, Jay Cross, I am telling you that if you're devoting yourself to this hobby, the drama that comes along with it, go get some ass. It's gonna be good for you. Go get a nice steak dinner. Eat. Go to Longhorn Steakhouse. Medium rare. Tell them Jay sent you. Jay Cross Bay Bay. You gotta say the whole thing. They'll know exactly what they'll talk about. And eat a nice steak dinner and enjoy it. Savor it. And then go get some ass. People are taking this stuff way, way too seriously. So we're going to talk about it tonight, naturally, like we do. But again, constructive. Everything is going to be, everything is going to have meaning. But welcome to Get the Strap, where we sit down and we review wrestling belts. Tonight, we're going to do the WCW Television Championship. A belt which, unfortunately, went through the wrath of Mr. Vince Russo. They threw it in the trash. I think it was. And yeah, the Bro Chill Cup. That's like the cutest thing I've ever seen. But yeah, they threw it in the trash and they desecrated it. They desecrated a beautiful belt, which I think it's beautiful, but it's not as popular. And I thought it would be, but it is not. Now, hello, Mr. Hollencheck. How are you on this fine spring evening? What kind of private chat, Michael? You crazy guy. Private chat. Bro, chill. How? Oh, man. Hey, hide your side chicks, bro. Hey, Chad, how you doing, babe? How you doing? Tonight, my guest, my special guest, is a guy that I actually used to watch a lot on YouTube. And bro, the vest is the vest is the key in all this whole thing. Without the vest, I'll be up here with a hoodie. This is a guy who I would watch do reviews of belts, and I just thought he was great. Fantastic. He did a magnificent job with his things, and I am happy to see good things happening to him because he deserves it. So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Wayne Bullard.
Look at
Wayne,
you
how you
looking
doing?
dapper, dude.
Right? I'm telling you, man. It's like I'm getting paid top dollar for this stuff. How are
Yes,
you
I saw
tonight,
you
my friend?
backstage. I really feel underdressed now. Like I was gonna slide on the WCW jacket, and I was like, no, I can't compete with that.
That WCW jacket is pimp. It
Yeah,
really is.
yeah.
I love your background.
Oh, thank
Your
you, thank
background
you.
is beautiful, man.
It's not
Well done.
much.
Um, so I mean, I first saw you on YouTube, and how did that start for you?
Basically nerddom. We got a few belts, and I kind of wanted to show it off. What's up, dude? Kind of just wanted to show stuff off, and it kind of took off from there. It started off, if you look at the earlier ones, it was just me, and I had my camera phone. I do one clip with me talking, one clip with the belt, and then I just merge them together. After that, I brought along some doofus, and we did some videos. And then I got tired of some of the stuff going on backstage, so I went back to Balor Fan 85. Balor Fan 85, um, that's what started it for me.
Yeah,
And my wife Victoria, she jumped in, so we had Balor Fan, Miss Balor Fan 85, and so
yeah,
far so good. I've kind of went back to doing what I love. Running a group I loved, I really
yeah.
loved, but some of the backstage stuff with some of the stuff going on, I finally had to leave. I just got
No,
tired of
yeah,
it.
of course, no, and this is supposed to be something that takes your stress away, not something that brings you stress. So, good for you for stepping away from that all that bullshit that was going on over there, and now you're doing your own thing.
Yeah, so one thing I always said was for 40 hours a week plus, we're a worker. We get home, we're a mom, we're a dad, we're a brother, we're a sister, we're a family person. Anytime we get to get into these groups, anytime we get to get a belt, that's our Disneyland, and we need
Yeah.
to enjoy it while we can do it. I mean, we're a bunch of kids with leather and metal or foam and cardboard and metal. I mean, it's our hobby, dude.
Yeah, I agree. And here's the thing, and mind my voice, I've been sick all week. I was in the ER for 7 hours yesterday, and I was trying. You're a WCW guy, and
Hmm.
I have to tell you, I was sitting there in the ER watching old WCW, and I can see the appeal. I can definitely see the appeal because I was an Attitude Era kid. But good for you on the WCW front.
Oh yeah,
Um, Now you're a really humble guy. This hobby is
depends on how
full.
many beers I've had.
Well, here's the thing, and let's conversate this real quick because there's a lot of people in this hobby who they want to be number one. They want to be the best. They want to tell everyone that we're the best. We don't do that shit. We don't care about any of that, right? And I see other people too that they're like, now you know what, I'm just doing my own thing. But there are a lot of people that are egomaniacs and try to say that they're the best thing going. But you, a guy who has videos that has thousands of views, that just people look up to you, people like you, people want to be in your company. Why are you so humble about this? Because you don't see yourself as a big deal, even though, like, to me, I think you are.
No, I remember coming into this hobby almost 10 years ago and being a fly on the wall. I remember um, the four big people in the hobby were Ron Edwardson, Dan McMahon, Ryan Torgy,
Yeah.
Josh Hammer. Those are the four guys. I was just a fly on the wall. I enjoyed watching what they had. I enjoyed listening to their knowledge. The people
Yeah.
coming into the hobby and the people that have been there for a while. It just, I never got out of that, I don't think. And when I decided to do belt reviews, the belt reviews, I never wanted to make it big or anything. I had the aspirations of if I could get enough followers to make it, maybe make it monetized. We all kind of want to get into this YouTube hobby to make it monetized so we can actually
Of
make a little bit of
course.
money off of
Cheers. Yeah.
it. But then I realized that there's more to it than that. The comments I get, where I help someone pick a belt out, or I swayed somebody from not getting the belt, or anything like that. That means more to me than anything. And especially now that I've got Victoria into it, now that we have a daughter, I see things completely differently now. So, I'm just me. I've always been just me.
Yeah. And I think that's what attracts people to you, to be in your company, to want to be, associated with you because you just have that. And that's something very hard to find, particularly with people who do have fans, who do have people that want to be around them. Now recently, and I'm very happy to that I heard about it, you had some good news regarding yourself and Vince's House of Winces, if you will. What's that, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, so we've been fortunate when the Undertaker Legacy belt came out. We bought two of them. I had the idea to make a really cool video, so I made a cool video. WWE Shop saw it, and they used it to promote that Undertaker Legacy belt. When the
Yeah.
Stone Cold belt came out, now they reached out to me for that. When the Stone Cold Legacy belt came out, I did the review. I sent it to the guy who contacted me. He goes, "I really like it. Can I use it?" And I said, "Sure."
Yeah.
So this same person reached out to me a couple days ago, and he asked me what I thought of the Mankind Signature Series build, and I told him, I said I wasn't really in love with it, but it's okay. Victoria loves it, and
Yeah.
he goes, "I'll tell you what if I send it to you to review?" And I said,
Ah.
"Yeah, I mean I'd love to do it. I don't understand again." Not being humble, but there are so many people that have way more of a following than what I do. You got Steven Hammer, you got WWE Fan Talk Show. Those are just a couple, right off the bat.
Yeah.
And here I am with maybe a few hundred views on a few videos, and for some reason WWE Shop, they keep telling me they like my passion. So I just got this today, as a matter of fact.
Oh,
Yeah, so got
look at it.
the Mankind belt. So I'm going to review this, and then I'm going to send it back to them. A lot of people are kind of mad that they're not letting me keep this, but I look at it as a foot in the door.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
That's
more
definitely what that is.
yeah, if I can do a couple of these, you never know. Maybe something works out, maybe something doesn't. If anything, I get a cool belt to review, so
Yeah.
I'm definitely down with that.
It's
Um,
amazing.
so yeah, I was actually surprised they sent it to me this quick.
They overnight it probably, right?
Yeah, they overnighted it, and see, I work a lot, So I haven't really got a chance to do it, and I've also ordered some stuff. You know, I've got a flannel vest that just came in. I've got a mankind. You know, I'm trying to do justice to this belt. So we'll see where it goes.
Yeah. Now there has been like, all the bullshit that goes on in the hobby. Obviously, you've been through some shit. But what I've noticed is that you're like always away from it. Right? There's certain people that are always away from the bullshit. Like, you don't hear, well, Wayne Bullard scammed this person or this person. Like, you never hear that. Like, how do you stay away from all that crap? Please enlighten us so that some of us can get our stress level to come
Uh,
down.
Believe it or not, I was a part of it a couple years ago or a year ago. Someone blamed us for some stuff that we didn't do. Myself and my former partner. The most drama I've had was with my former partner, and again, he's doing his thing, I'm doing my thing, and that's it. For the most part, like I said, this is my Disneyland. The last thing I want to do is come into this hobby and ruin it. The
Correct.
goal is to leave anything in better shape than it was when you found it.
See, you get it.
So
That's
I mean,
right.
that's the goal.
It's that simple. It's not. It doesn't get anything. It doesn't get any better than that. You know. And you have, hey baby, you have a magnificent wife who, like you said earlier, gets a part of it. How does that feel? Because my wife looks at my belts and goes, "They're just sitting there," which is true. But a lot of us, our wives, I mean, one of our friends, I'm not going to say who it is, started a program where a middleman will stick in a congratulations, you won a free belt in our raffle note into the packages. So when the guy opened it, it was that the wife couldn't say anything because she thought he won it. So how does that feel?
Um, well, here's the deal. She wasn't a wrestling fan when we got together. I had one belt, and then we got our income tax, and I asked for another belt. Yes, I'm a man. I'm the head of the household. I ask permission. That is what you do. So
Respect.
yeah, so we got that, and then what got her into it were the mini belts. That was her foray into it, and from there, she's she doesn't really watch the product much. When she does enjoy it. She loves doing the reviews. If you look at some of the older reviews where she said nothing, now here she is. She's smacking me
Yeah,
around,
she's
telling me
she's gotten
how to
into
do
it.
it.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
she's come a long way. She loves the collecting aspect more than she loves the wrestling aspect. So she comes in here. She when she does come in here, she enjoys the stories we have behind these belts. And I mean that's a lot of the reason you buy some of the stuff you buy is the memories, is the stories you have with it. So um,
True,
that's
true.
kind of where we are with that. So she's come a long way, and I'm
Yeah.
very lucky. But honestly, I can't tell you how it happened. I really don't know.
Yeah. So we still haven't found the answer, boys. Whoever
No,
does, hit me up, please, because we need to get that done. Now you said, when it comes to purchasing different things, it's all cool, but do you prefer shop belts or do you prefer overseas?
that's a good question. I've only been in the overseas market for the last year and a half or so, starting with the AEW. Um, the AEWs we have. I'll be honest, I love the overseas aspect when there are belts that you can't get from shop.
Yeah.
Um, and even then, like you're talking about the WCW TV today. A lot of those older belts were 2 millimeters. They were paper thin.
Yeah.
If I want a belt and I have the opportunity to get a belt that's 4 mils ink, I'm gonna get it in the heartbeat, whether it's shop or overseas. I don't think I have a preference because, especially with the way shop's doing right now. I mean, these belts, aside from the fact it's a WWE logo, the
They're well made.
improvements are amazing now. I mean,
Yes,
this is
they
one of the
are.
softest straps I've felt on a belt. Swarovski crystals on that now.
Yeah.
The market for WWE Shop has jumped, especially if you look at the cruiserweight title. If you look at the UK title,
Yeah.
the quality has jumped on these belts. Now 2 mil, I'll try not to touch them if I don't have to. So I'll go
Yeah.
overseas if I need something 4 mil. I'll try to stay away from 2 mil. But that's
Yeah.
pretty much it. That's a roundabout way of saying I don't really care either way.
Yeah.
But if I can get it from WWE Shop, I'll do it. And that I mean that was before they gave me this opportunity. Um, that's I love Shop, but I love my AEW. I love the TNT. I love the fan dues. I love them
Yeah,
all.
you care for all your belts, no matter
Hmm.
what. Yeah. Um. So we are
Yeah,
doing,
you're
like
right.
you said, the WCW uh television. What are your thoughts on that belt?
I think everybody knows my thoughts on that belt.
Tell
Growing
the
up, there
people
were
who don't know.
yeah, growing up there were two belts. There are actually three belts that I held in high regards. I mean, I'm 35, so you're looking at the late 80s, early to mid 90s. That was my sweet spot. You had Hogan, Warrior, and all that. The belt that always called out to me was the classic IC, and then switching over to WCW, you had the TV and their US.
Hmm.
Um, those two belts, I got them this year. They're my Grail belts. I love the WCW TV and the WCW US. Now they're probably tied for first in my favorite belts.
So, how was your feelings when you saw it being thrown in the trash?
Oh, it sucked. The last memory that I have was probably the storyline where Hacksaw found it in the trash, and then he became the WCW TV champion for a little while.
Yeah.
I didn't. I had to go back and look at the Scott Hall throwing it in the trash. I kind of forgot about that. I remember the beginning of the WCW TV, and I remember the end with Hacksaw, and in between, that was one fun thing about that belt. It was defended so often. I think that's one of the
Yeah.
reasons I loved it more. That was a true workhorse title.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, yeah. I mean, almost every TV show that title was defended in some
In
aspect, and
some
I
point,
think
way,
that's
yeah.
one thing I loved about it.
So, one final question, because you're gonna go backstage while me and the panelists, the the gringos, go up against the WCW title. But if you had one bit of advice, you who have been through so much shit and come out clean on the other side, whether it is your old partner being a jackass and everything else that has happened, you came out clean. What's one piece of advice that you give a new collector?
Anytime you see drama, just stay the hell away from it. I do my thing. I enjoy doing my reviews. I enjoy my time with Victoria. I enjoy New Belt Day. I enjoy seeing other people's New Belt Day. The minute I start seeing, there's a ban here, or they're going after this, or this maker sucks, or this person sucks, you barely see me comment on it. I mean,
Yeah,
it's like I said, this is Disneyland. Why do I want some errant characters going out and doing their own thing?
true. That's true. So Wayne, thank you so much. We're gonna bring you back after we finish reviewing those three belts, and then we'll have a little hobby talk. God, gee, that sounds horrible, but thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate
Appreciate it, Dapper Dan.
it. Oh man, what a guy. Again, sorry, I've been sick all week. How am I being here? I have no idea. So we're gonna review the WCW television title, and while we go through it, we're gonna speak about certain things, makers, things like that. Um, Tonight will be three belts, three makers, technically, because it seems like no one likes this belt. Well, Wayne loves the belt. There are other WCW fans out there who love that belt. Mike Jones probably not because it's too small for his taste. Um, but he'll correct me as soon as he can. He'll probably post up a comment because you can't be having misinformation out there. But first, I'm going to introduce you my good friend, someone who keeps sneaking himself into this show every single episode. I don't know how the hell he does it. Ethan Thompson, bro, why are you here?
I asked myself the same question, bro. I thought you needed I thought you needed your grass mode.
What the hell are you doing here?
Right? Every time. I thought you needed your grass mode. I was here.
I love the belt, actually. There you go. Michael Jones for the win.
Of course, Mike Jones did.
So, my next panelist tonight, with his new setup, calling himself Joey Bay. Look at him, Mr. Joey V.
What's up, step brother?
What's up, step brother? What's going on?
Yeah, really gonna start with
How
the
you
step
living, baby?
crap, huh?
Wonderful.
Are you guys okay? Are you guys done with your BS?
Bro,
Why do you guys say that? Why do you guys say that? That it's you guys are what? Step brothers? We're you guys are the stepchildren.
We on that wavelength, bro. We just two people right there. We're just on that.
We
line.
got adopted by you guys.
Yep.
That's kind of true. That's kind of true.
It's very rarely a white kid gets adopted by a brown guy, but it happens.
Wow, that is. Don't say that. Don't say that live. Don't say that live.
But I do got the,
Joey V. Look at that. And then, last but not least,
the snack of all snacks.
That would be Mr. James Taylor.
What's up, everybody?
Look at you, bro. How you doing?
Dude, I'm doing fantastic. How you guys doing?
Doing okay. How was WrestleMania, bro?
Oh, it was great. It was great.
I mean,
Rain Mania.
So did you at any point was anyone saying that they were gonna like close it down or not?
No, I think everybody. Pretty much the mood was, hey, we're here. We're gonna wait and until this thing goes live because everybody was waiting for wrestling for so long just to be in a live crowd. That I think that if it went live at midnight, 1 a.m., everybody was staying for it. Nobody cared.
Probably. That's how crazy it is.
Yeah.
So, guys, WCW Television Championship. Here's the thing. This belt is not popular. It seems like it isn't, right? It just seems like it isn't because here's the thing. We're going to review 3 belts. One is an eBay seller. One is they're both eBay, Pakistani, but there's another Pakistani maker, and then Figs. That's it. Because when you start asking these makers and start asking all these different people about this belt, no one seems to, bat an eye. So, Ethan, what are your thoughts on the belt, on the design?
It's fucking terrible. It's one of those belts that like is just a terrible design. I know it's got a little lineage and everything like that, but it's just a terrible design. It looks like Top Ramen got thrown on a zinc plate and had a baby. It's just bad.
Look, Jamar's such a lazy freaking belt maker, because you know what he did? That was supposed to be, if you guys didn't know, that was supposed to be the Cruiserweight Championship, right? And they repurposed it, and he just slapped a World Television plate on it. Joey, you have the Figs.
Yes, I do.
Are you going to ever get rid of it?
No, even though it was a gift. I didn't know I was getting it. But no, I don't think I will. Because it's rare. It's rare. And this Figs is all the way from 2003.
Yeah. JT, talk to me. What do you think about it?
I mean, I'll kind of go in with Ethan. I don't like the design of the belt, but the belt itself. So I don't like the design of the belt. Like it's not like but it is one of my like favorite belts. I would say overall, just because it was one of the workhorse titles, along with like the US and WCW. Yeah. So you remember guys like Booker T, Steven Regal, Chris Jericho carrying that title. So it has a lot of good meaning to it, and it's a belt that I plan to own. But it's just not. When I think of the television title, I think of the NWA, personally.
Okay. Now
you don't ask me what I think about the belt, but
I did.
Well, no, you asked me about the Figs.
Oh, Joey, what do you think of
J
Mar's masterpiece, bro? Please tell me. What do you think of it?
I think J Mar got lazy. J Mar saw the old light heavyweight title and was like, you know what? I'm going to color where the red is. I'm going to color where the red is black, and we're going to call it World Television Champion. I will tell you this. I do like this belt, and it's because of the one match, a series of matches that made this belt, that made this version that we're going to talk about. And that is the Chris Benoit versus Booker T 7-match series.
Okay.
Facts.
Okay. It mimicked the light heavy. Yeah. So the first seller we have, and this is what I keep telling people, man. If you're going to go on eBay to buy a belt, you buy Figs, you buy Shop. That's it. And you make sure they show you that back of that stamp. When you go to eBay, you get a seller like this. I don't even know how to say that.
Yeah, I was just trying to read it. I'm like, what the hell is that?
So here's the thing. Our rating is low. Obviously, it's a low rating. Price $139. You're not going to break the bank. Again, this is something that we say every episode. There's no one's an elitist here except Ethan. But
What?
we don't care.
Bro.
If this is what makes you happy, this is what you go with. Right? The belt's too plain. I can see that. I can see what he's saying there. But here it is. Brass, 2mm, 3mm machine stamped low quality leather. Time frames 2 to 3 weeks. So you get your belt in 2 to 3 weeks, but this is what you get. Ethan, do you think $139 is fair?
Again, I get accused of being an elitist. It's not an elitist. I bought
You are. It's okay.
no, it's not. I'm not an elitist. I bought a lot of belts, and I've learned through trial, tribulation, and getting yelled at by my wife. Buy it right the first time.
Who is a lovely lady.
Angel, bro. Like, there's no dispute. But buy it right the first time. If that's your budget and you're happy, do it.
Yeah.
Like, but when you get it, the problem is, like with any hobby, when you get something that's of a higher tier, a higher quality, there's no going back.
Yeah. I have to agree there. Joey, would you ever go back to brass plates?
No.
Why?
I think brass is fine once you hold it for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
But like once you hold a zinc belt, it just has a different feel to it. I mean, the figs are fine for brass because that's what figs are known for. And that's fine if you want to own a figs 2mm brass, it's fine. But when you get to hold a zinc belt, hold a zinc belt in one hand and a brass belt in the other hand, you'll just see the etching difference.
Yeah.
Right away, immediately. Yeah. He's my man. Look at him, bro.
Quiet, Wayne.
Buy it right the first time. Your wife is genius. Hey, buy it nice or buy it twice. So,
Right.
Jimmy, have you bought stuff off eBay or do you stick to buying on the groups, buying through Facebook?
I usually stick with the groups. I bought maybe 1 or 2 belts total off eBay, and it was I got lucky, and it ended up being a Nawaz for like $160. So, and that was my WCW US 3-plater. But for the most part, I stick to the groups. I go to the shop. I'm not big on eBay because this is kind of what you get when you do on eBay. Now, if my budget was this and I just was starting out, I'd probably end up buying one of these off eBay.
Yeah. And look, this is the thing I did that one time. People got mad at me because I did that, which is my fault because but I said people are constantly talking shit about figs. And we're going to talk about that real quick because I'm going to slap down every single thing you guys got to say about it. When figs is too thin, the leather's too bad, yada, 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 right? But it's an official. You see that? How you can't see him taking the picture?
You know what's wrong about this belt?
What?
Behind WCW, that should be all gold.
Yeah, of course. That's gone. That's the least of my concerns right now. But you see how you can't see that person taking that picture there?
True.
You see how you can barely see that it's like a hand and his phone is right there. You can't see that. With a figs, reflect right back to you.
Yes.
And I posted that picture. I said, look, if you're a middleman, if you are who doesn't like figs, who wants to talk all this shit, because again, the problem I have with the hobby is that a lot of people can't say, this is my work, accept it for what it is. This is my work. Judge me on my work. They have to say something bad about this person over here or this maker over here. But bro, just focus on your product. I've asked so many makers to give me that reflective look, and no one still has been able to send it to me.
I remember that post.
What the fuck? Your belts can't do it. This is the only hobby I think that where you see two things in front of you, and someone will say to you, "Oh, wait, no, those are the same or those are better." No, let's talk facts. That's what we do here. We talk facts. So, JT,
Yo,
would you buy this belt? Would you take this belt if Ethan were to give it to you?
if somebody were to gift it to me, yeah, I would keep it. It would probably be displayed somewhere on my bottom of my shelf somewhere. But
At the bottom
I'd
of your
say
shelf, bro. It's Friday night, bro.
any gift, bro. I take any
Bro,
gift. So I
You need to
appreciate
chill,
anything.
bro. You need to chill.
I just won't go out of my way to buy this particular belt myself from whoever the hell that is selling it.
Oh,
Oh,
Love that
it's
half
just a
tip too,
stretch,
bro.
man.
no.
No, you love
Again,
that half tip, bro.
Has
Gotta be.
anyone is Dan, if someone can get this to Dan, have Dan explain it to me, because I think just order this to Raffle Win through. Okay. Yeah, Lukeman's doing good work, bro. Lukeman's stepping up lately, man.
yes.
But the half tip, I want to know if someone has an answer for me. I still haven't gotten a good answer. What's the point of the half tip?
It's laziness.
Because how much money are we saving here? How
Thanks,
much
Randall.
money are we saving here?
Laziness.
There we go.
Belt number 2. What's up with Nawaz, man? I think if Andy Bulger had the opportunity to like adopt Nawaz, he would. And I wouldn't be mad at him. Joey, what are your
Yes.
thoughts on Nawaz?
I haven't ordered a belt from Nawaz yet, but I will in the future. I see a lot of people with Nawaz's belts, and they look beautiful. I think Nawaz is top 3, top 4 makers overseas.
Yeah.
Nawaz does very good work. The only problem with Nawaz is what I'm hearing from people is he likes to disappear. He likes to go Jimmy Hoffa for a month. And just he likes to turn Jimmy Hoffa on us and just disappear. Like
Ethan, you're a snob. What do you think of Nawaz?
No. Okay, so first, I'm still not a snob, but I'll take it. I'll roll with it.
You're not a SWAT pretty boy.
Good things.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
Chad. There's really good things. Half or full tip.
What?
Not a fan.
Don't put his comment up.
So Nawaz is definitely number 3.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and it's a close 3. Because
who's the close? Who's the close? I want to know. Don't disappoint me
going-
now.
2's Omi.
Oh yeah, that's
No.
he's a
I'm
horrible
just giving some-
businessman, but he's a great belt maker.
horrible businessman. He has trying to improve. I'll give him credit.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
trying to improve.
Yeah.
But for Nawaz does HD. I don't know if he outsources it. There's no talent over there. But with Nawaz HD, you kind of leapfrog Omi. But Nawaz is top 3, 100%.
Okay.
If he had a middleman,
So who's
be
3
much
and 4?
better. I mean, James,
Yes.
like look at Andy. Andy's still already vouching for his
Oh
kid.
yeah.
Jimmy, $340 for a Nawaz WCW TV. Would you go out of your way to buy this one?
Yeah, I would buy this one. I love Nawaz. I love his work. Communication wise, I mean, as Joey was saying, yeah, he does disappear. He's been pretty good with updating me on stuff, but I love what Nawaz has. I mean, I just traded a belt for an undisputed Nawaz, and easily the 2 best belts in my collection right now are both Nawaz's. So if I were to buy the TV, I would definitely get this from him. I mean, he does beautiful work.
He does. I mean, Andy got a winged eagle from him that looks just complete badass.
Yeah.
It just looks fantastic. So Ethan, again, you're a snob. So you think 340 is good, or do you think he should charge more?
No. He should charge more.
He should.
So he's in that
Excuse me.
he's in that Omi category, and Omi's in that 550, 600, depending on what day of the week you catch him. So I mean, if Nawaz was to bump up to 450, 475, I mean, you really still can't complain. There's just no complaining.
Yeah. And I mean, he does quality work. I mean, for the price that he's asking, that looks good.
Yeah.
For the price. right? Like my standards are higher than other people's because I would go classic shields where those wrestlers are raised, where the details I can see.
But I'm a snob.
No, it's Friday night, man. It's Friday night. Joey, how does it compare to the figs that you got?
I mean, the side plates, the wrestlers in the middle, and the figs are flat as a pancake.
Yeah.
Where these are at least raised, and so is the WCW. You know, I mean, I agree with JT and Ethan. I mean, $340, man, that's a steal all day. The watch should be charging $450 to $500 easily.
Yeah.
I mean, $340, that's just insane.
And listen, he keeps improving. Here's the thing. He keeps improving because Andy's Winged Eagle, when I first saw it, I thought he was sending us like a picture of an Omi.
As a snob,
yes. Go ahead.
Nawaz makes the second best HD Winged Eagle in the game.
Really?
As a snob.
Who's
I'm calling that right now. Well, it's right there, right behind me. Classic Shields.
I'm surprised Jay hasn't brung up this one belt from Nawaz, and that's the IWGP.
Hey,
that Andy has
22 pounds, my friend. 22 pounds that thing weighs. Okay, that's the size of James's hand, bro. 22 pounds.
I would know.
He would.
Me too.
Definitely, he would know.
You guys are freaking weird. Look at that. That looks
Always
good.
ready for the reach around.
It looks really good. So here it is. I'm gonna throw you guys a curveball. Right now, I'm gonna throw you a curveball, and here's why. Because I got talked so much shit because I'm a figs guy, right? I'm a figs guy. I'm sorry. I will always tell a new collector, buy figs or buy shop. Because if you're not happy with it, you can sell it. If you're happy with it, you can live with it. Okay? Let me take you down memory lane. Not really, it was just like a week and a half or 2 weeks. So I had decided to sell off my collection. Not all of them. I'm going to keep some Grail belts.
Still disagree with that.
It's going to help us here at Culture Shock do our thing. But I said to myself, I'm going to sell them. For everyone saying figs are bad, they're thin, they're this, they're that. Like I said before, a Reggie's a Reggie. I can confirm that a figs is a figs. I have sold 17 of my belts. One of them was a Fandu, sold it for $250. The rest, all figs were sold. Okay. 3 of those sold for less than $500. One of them was $400. One was $450. The other one's $485. The rest, over $500. People weren't hitting me up and saying, "Hey, could you take less? Could you?" I had those, but most of the people that I talked to, here you go. Here's your money. I'm out. Send me the belt. This new kid I met, Kevin, very, very nice kid. Loves collecting those old. He's on eBay all the time looking for those figs because that's where you're gonna find them. And they're the official ones. Ask Dan McMahon. I can put one of my figs up there right now. I could put my UFC V3 for $1,000 on Belt Talk. I'm not gonna do it, Joey. I can put my figs on Belt Talk right now for $1,000, and people will be like, "Oh, this is gonna." People will literally comment, "This is not gonna last long."
Yep.
Because it's a different type of collector, right?
It's a flipper collector. I'm gonna throw it out there.
You think that?
I think most people, I'm gonna say a large percent of people, greater than probably 60% of the people that collect figs, collect them to flip in the end.
I never had any intention of flipping them, though. I had an epiphany because of all the bullshit that's going on. I had an epiphany. But you have to agree. Anna, what's going on?
What's up, Cheater?
Hot Cheetos, baby. That's right. Hot Cheetos, bro.
She knows what time it is, bro. She a cheater.
No, Bro, she's the coolest, man. She's so cool.
Tonight we want a rematch.
Right?
But let me ask you something, all of y'all, right now. Would you pay $500 for this belt?
Yes.
No.
Nope.
Ethan, nope.
Nope.
Ethan, tell me why.
So I'm a different kind of collector. I want my shit to look like it is on TV. I'm not collecting for resale. I'm not collecting for anything like that. And I'll pick up that belt and I feel like it's something I bought at Walmart.
Mm-hmm. Joey,
and
it's draped over your shoulders. Would you pay it, Joey? 500. You're very protective. Would you pay $500 for it?
It depends what day you caught me on, because figs are rare. I mean, I've seen what you were saying, like how you're putting your belts, you're putting your figs on eBay, and I was watching your post too. I was watching your page, and I mean, to get this is a figs 2003. This belt's 18 years old, and figs still hold up 18 years later. It's like figs hold up the same as a Reggie. Some people may not like that, but they do.
Yeah, it's made to be. It's a replica. It's a replica of the belt. So obviously, it's not. If you order a Harry Potter broom and you order a replica of it, you're not gonna fly. Okay, you're just not. That's not a thing. Jim, would you pay $500 for this?
No, I wouldn't. But I wouldn't pay the $500. I wouldn't go out of my way to pay it. But however, if I come across one that's like great price, great condition, 300, 350 maybe, I'd probably buy it then, just because just exactly what you guys are saying is that the figs hold their value. They look good. They hold the value. But again, I prefer to go. I want real leather. You want the
shabazz.
Yeah, I want all the bells and whistles. So
here's the thing. I wouldn't pay $500 for it. I would try to get a good deal on it. But this is the belt that you should get, in my opinion, if you could get a good deal on it. Because if any maker and any middleman tells you that your belt that they make you or they sell you is going to have a great resale value, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. If you paid $350 for a belt, you're probably going to get $275 for it.
Yeah, $250.
They're not going to pay you that. Some of these belts that I bought, I didn't pay a whole bunch of money for. And I still was able to make a profit. And because my intention wasn't to grab these belts and go sell. I was going to keep them forever. But I have made some personal decisions on my end of the things that I want to do, how I don't want to work till I'm 65, 70 years. I want to invest now in what I can to try and build a better future for myself and my family. Invest in different things. And in doing that, where I have the official replicas that you can put on Belt Talk. On Belt Talk how they play. And no one says a peep. You don't get anyone laughing, because they do that in the other groups. When you put one of your belts that you think you paid $400 for, and you think you should get that, and people put the ha-ha face on, they're laughing at you because you're not going to get that for it. But these belts, yeah, they're thin. Yeah, they're simulated leather that literally sticks out behind you like this. But you're going to get your money back in case you get into a bad position. You get lost your job. Maybe some emergency happened. You need some quick cash. I know it sounds silly, but it's facts. I literally grabbed my things to sell them. I said I was going to sell them one at a time. Ask these guys. They're in chat with me. And I literally, this one sold, this one sold, this one sold. Like hotcakes. Invest in those, because that's what's going to help you out the most. I think you could keep them, and in the future, I don't know, sell them if you want. They'll be rarer in the future, but I would go with that. Unless you give me a deal. You got to give me a deal, right? Ethan, quality-wise, let's be honest, because That's what we do here. You're not going to get a classic Shield style or Noir type belt, right?
No, you're just not. You're going to get that simulated leather strap. It's going to crack. It's going to, over time, it depends on how much you handle it. You can be like Jay and buy a belt and stick it on a shelf, and you'll never meet again until he sells it.
Yeah.
Or you could be some of the other guys that grab it, pay-per-views on, handle their belt and stuff like that. So it just depends on the kind of collector you are.
So Chad, here is the thing. Let me I have to correct myself a little bit here, because there are certain makers that you will sell that belt and you'll make a profit.
Agreed.
Just because someone doesn't want to wait. That would include classic Shields, ORM, and I think closest Noirs.
Yeah,
they
definitely
want
Noirs.
it bad.
Yep.
They want it bad. I seen people pay $800 for an Omi without a thought because they don't have to wait whatever time Omi tells them and whatever time actually it is to make one drop. Yeah, I see that. So, Ethan, I know you're going to agree with that. If you see a classic Shields, be honest, $1,250 HD, you know you paid $950 for it. This is example. I'm not saying how much you paid for it, but you see it for $1,250. Would you jump on it? Would you consider it?
I'm considering. I literally made a post today. I'm looking for an all gold HD Winged Eagle classic Shields or Noirs. Like, let me know. Anybody got one?
Yeah.
Total.
What you got to say, Joey?
I've seen people post classic Shields HD Winged Eagle for $1,500 and get it because people don't want to wait a year.
And it doesn't last long.
No.
Like Jimmy, you're in those pages. You're constantly looking for deals. You're constantly looking for that rare belt. When you see those Omis, for example, pop up, how quick are they gone?
Oh, instantly.
It's like
nobody wants to wait.
Nobody wants to wait, and it's right there, and it's a good quality belt. I know that the people that don't like official ones don't. I could care less unless the belt looks good. But I mean, why not? It's a fantastic looking belt, and like here, I think the belts have evolved, and I think we can all agree on that. Belts have evolved. You went from 2mm looking like this that you don't even know that's two wrestlers wrestling if you were just to give it a quick glance, to now having HD, the Shop, 3D looking belts that look amazing. And Jim, you buy Shop belts here and there.
Yep.
How has the quality changed in all these years?
Oh, 1,000 times better. I mean, this is a prime example. Just look at what this belt is now. If they were to revamp this, it would probably be 5mm, deep etching, look clean. And that's the difference now. The Shop really is putting a lot more effort into all their belts and doing a good job with it. And hell, if they offered real leather for something, I'd probably buy it right in a heartbeat.
Yeah. And there it is. That's what you need to see on the back. That stamp. Figures in. I didn't know they were based out of Rhode Island. I did not know that. So, kudos to them.
2003.
Facts. So, that ends our presentation for this. Before we bring Wayne Bullard back, I am going to talk to you guys about the other sponsor of this show, Brothers of the Belt. The Facebook group to be at, drama free. I like the fact that when there's drama that starts up, they right away slap it down. Because at the end of the day, this is all about leather, paint, and metal, right? That's all it is. And you, like Joey and Ethan, you guys are constantly considered trolls. Why is that? What do you think it is?
I don't think it's trolls, or we're just not sensitive. It's one of those.
Oh, no. Oh, what? No, Ethan.
It's just one of those things we're going to say what needs to be said. Most people don't like it.
If we see something that's wrong, we're going to say it.
Yeah.
And some people may think that's as trolls, but it's just us telling the truth and seeing how we see it.
Yeah. And you guys are part of Culture Shock Entertainment, even though you guys think you're not. I don't know why you guys think Ethan. You keep sneaking yourself on this damn show almost every time
I know, man. He's been on every show, and I haven't. I missed
Right?
We're not even listed for next month, and I'm sure you're gonna make it up.
Oh, I'm gonna be on the show. You just gotta let me know.
I don't know how it happens, but you guys, what do you call yourself? What do you call yourselves?
Step Brothers of Culture Shock.
Yep, or LOD.
So we're all big fans of Step Brothers and Culture Shock Entertainment. We need to chill the fuck out. We need to stop. I want to say it here, recording. We need to stop. We need all this crap that we are doing, us together, Culture Shock. We need to stop. I've said it. I'm going to go back into regular mode, but this is a plea to please stop us. Anyways, here it is. The Culture Shock Step Brothers limited edition t-shirt. Okay. That is Joey V right there. And Mr. Ethan Thompson right there. So I think it's adorable. I'm gonna get it actually in a sweatshirt because I like to be in a hoodie. Yeah. Hey, you got to stay warm, bro. You got to stay
especially
warm.
With those two on your chest. That's chilly, bro.
That is true. So make sure you go to iwantraw.com and get yours. So yeah, let's bring back Mr. Wayne Bullard because we are gonna talk hobby talk.
Cool.
And yeah, so let's bring back Wayne. Wayne, how you doing?
Catalina wine mixer.
The Catalina wine mixer.
Catalina wine mixer.
Zero cap. Now, Wayne, I just gotta ask, which one of those three belts would you take?
Middle one.
Nawaz.
Yeah.
Okay. I do like the Figs Inc. If I could get it for the price they were back in the day, I'd get it all day.
$225 for a belt, yeah.
But I'll pass. I mean, if I have a lot of extra money, maybe. But yeah, I get Nawaz. I actually do have one. Really do like this one.
Yeah, look at that, bro.
This is the maker that shall not be named.
Oh, we'll name him. Who was it? Was it Mayan?
Yeah, it was Maya.
It was mine. That little freaking rat.
Little rascal.
Little rascal. So, Joey, which one would you take?
Nawaz.
Ooh, you would betray your own belt. Wow.
I do,
Jimmy,
because I gotta have zinc. Oh. Sorry.
Jimmy, which one would you take if you had the choice?
Nawaz.
Ethan.
That's number one.
Classic Shields. Oh, I meant Nawaz.
You freaking goof.
Elitist on the brain. That's all it is.
Yeah. So we are gonna talk about Mayan belts. We're not gonna go into details about stuff that has already been talked about. But we're gonna give you a little customer experience, and then we'll discuss it here. So, Joey, talk to me about your situation. Tell the people about your situation with Mayan. Go ahead.
I was just buying my shirt too. All right. Everything that's been going on in the hobby the past week and a half, all craziness. Everybody wondering about their orders with Mayan for, that's been on the shelf for a long time. The last two belts I put in for an order was WCW 91 to 94, and I put that order in November 26th of 2020.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. And then November 30th, I purchased a WWF block logo oval IC on purple leather, like The Rock had, because The Rock and Triple H ladder match at SummerSlam is one of my favorites.
Hey.
Love that match. So I ordered those two belts. I was told that they were close to being about done. So I messaged Mayan personally with everything going on in the hobby. Not sure if I'm going to get these belts. Messaged him the other day. I said, hey, I want to know, am I going to still get these belts? And I told him which belts I had on order. And he was giving me the runaround like, show me when you ordered them. So I showed him the screenshots of the money I sent, to be paid for these belts, which was $550 total for the two belts. And then he goes, show me the show me the screenshot where you ordered it. So I sent him the screenshot of where I ordered the belt. When I ordered the belt, November 26th and November 30th, when I talked and ordered the belt. Then he kept giving me the runaround again, like, oh, I don't see your belt. I don't see your belt. And I'm like, are you looking in WhatsApp on the spreadsheet? So then he sees it. And then he asked me again, oh, show me when you sent the payment. I'm like, I just told you that earlier. So I had to resend it to him. And he tells me, 2 months you're going to get your belt. I said, okay. The next thing I know, he started deleting every message he sent to me in Messenger.
Yeah, you showed me that.
Yes. And I was confused. I'm like, okay, am I still getting my belts? Yeah. And he tells me yes, but to me, I don't know if I'm going to get my belts or not. You know, it seems a little sketchy of him deleting the messages. I can't talk for any other person that has talked to mine the past week and a half. But for me, I'm just telling you what I've dealt with him and the messages that he was deleting. Am I going to get my belts? I don't know. Only time will tell, but I'm not banking on it.
Yeah. And here's the thing. What a fall from grace, because right here on this show, what we do is we talk facts, right? We don't bullshit around. If there's anyone out there telling you that Mayan is a shitty belt maker, don't listen to that person. That person's an ass and an opportunist. Okay. I have had their belts on my show. And when they had their middleman, and he wasn't a middleman, and he's not a middleman, and he was a partner, there's two different things. Yeah. So if this maker goes and gets himself a middleman, he ain't going to be happy, because a middleman is not going to take money out of his pocket and say, here, right? That was a partner. That wasn't a middleman. And I said this in a post the other day, that if he thinks that he's the top dog, or he can do whatever he wants, he doesn't understand that everything was running so smoothly because he had the partner. He had the partner. The partner was the key. Like I said in the post, he was the key. So look, as a person looking from the outside in, Wayne, who, again, you are away from all this shit, which I love. I got to get on that. But you who are seeing all this from, what do you think of it?
First off,
with this stuff with Joey.
I'm sorry?
The stuff that's going on with Joey, where he like deleted all that stuff, and just the whole situation.
Yeah, first off, I don't consider myself the outside looking in. I was one of the first people to hitch my wagon to Mayan. And our AEW belt review actually really helped a lot of orders go through. So I kind of feel, I honestly do feel a little bit of responsibility for everything that's went on with the Mayan deal, because, I'm not going to lie, you call me humble. I'm not going to lie, I sent a lot of people Mayan's way, just through my review videos. So I kind of felt a little responsible for that. I reached out to Mayan, just trying to tell them to do the right thing, no matter what happens. Just make sure people get their belts. That's all that matters. Apparently they've got enough money, no matter what. Fulfill the orders. Get it out. I told them, I said, don't take any more orders. Do not take any more orders. Get these belts out and give these people their belts. A lot of people have invested in your name. So the least you can do is fulfill the orders of the people that had your back.
Be a man and
Eddie, to be honest.
Be a man and do the right thing.
Yeah, I jumped on the Mayan bandwagon mainly for Eddie. Eddie was a fan of ours. So, of course, I'm going to show the same loyalty. Sorry?
So, Ethan, do you think that in him doing this, what do you think, what is his outcome, do you think, in all this? I don't know what the point of having it so good and then just saying, fuck it.
I'm the pessimistic guy of the group, so I'm going to go that route. I think people need to get it in their heads that I'd say probably 30-40% of the people aren't going to get their belts. It's just, regardless of how good the middleman is, he shouldn't be left holding the bag for
Wayne
a
either. Wayne shouldn't apologize for anybody or
Yeah.
be responsible for anything at all.
No,
That's not on you.
You sent them. I think anybody that sends money overseas and agrees to buy a product that is not necessarily on the moral aspect of legal, they need to understand that there's a risk. There's a risk. There's a risk you're taking.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Am I
See,
reading that
even
right?
if
Is that the sickness talking? 1750.
I think that is the
Jesus.
sickness talking. But again,
Am I
there's an inherent risk you're taking sending money, and you might not get a product.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
And I told
Milligan,
them, exactly pretty much what Wayne said. I told them in the message, like, if you want to make this right, get everybody their belt set ordered in November or before. Fulfill those orders, and you'll be fine. Now, saying that, like I said, do I think I'm going to get the belts? No. If they show up, cool. If he messages me in 2 months and message me, I will be shocked and surprised. But I'm not holding my breath.
Wow. Jimmy, seeing all this stuff, happening, more drama. Do you think it feeds into the stuff with pages being taken down, all that crap, pages, people's accounts are being blocked out? Do you think it contributes to that at all? Because there's more eyes on it, more people are watching.
I think it does in definitely different aspects. I mean, because with the drama happening, you don't know who's running, telling this, doing that, bringing more attention to what we're doing, and it's not healthy at all. Firstly, but it's definitely not healthy for all the drama that's been going on. Nobody wants to wake up and see, oh, hey, here's the new BS for today in the hobby, and this person this person that. Just come in here, do the right thing in the first place. You order a belt, get the belt.
And here's the thing. People are taking this shit way too seriously. Way too seriously. Someone told me, because I said this before, and some guy texted me through Messenger and said, it's funny that you say that because you're up there dressed all nice and having. I said, my man, you have lost it, because everyone on this screen, everyone outside of the screen, most of the people outside the screen understand that what I do here is a parody of a talk show. See, I'm in a suit with wrestling belts behind me. We're talking about wrestling. Of course, it's a joke. It's a This is a parody right now of a talk show. The information we give you is factual, but the machine we use to drive is the entertainment. We don't take it seriously. I don't understand why other people do. This thing is ruining friendships. This is how bad these people get obsessed with this. It's ruining friendships. It's ruining good friendships. It is doing so much damage that some people don't even want to fucking log on and look in a Facebook group. It's a Facebook group. If you're an admin, you're not fucking special. I'm sorry to be the one that breaks it to you. You decided to type up a name, do a few clicks, and that's how you became an admin. Or someone invited you to be an admin. Let it go. Let all of it go. Go get some ass. No, have a steak dinner first.
Dinner first.
Get some ass. And we're here to inform the people. We're here to have good conversation. Okay? I mean, Wayne, you do all this. You have your YouTube channel. You're part of the hobby. But still, you take time away from it, right?
Yeah. Going back to what you're saying, I know what I'm getting into when I buy an overseas belt. I know it's not kosher. I know it's not technically legal. I'm not going to hold it against people like Dan McMahon, Ron Edwardson, or anybody for trying to go after their artwork. I don't have a problem with that at all. The thing that bothers me is the people that get on there under it, bashing them, telling them, just calling them out, calling them names, calling them this, calling them that.
Yeah.
We know that's going to happen. You accept that responsibility. I accept that responsibility. I don't buy these belts to resell. I'm not going to middleman, never going to middleman. These belts go in my collection. If somebody tells me I can't do it anymore, guess what? I'm going to follow that. If I get dinged for copyright infringement or whatever, I'm gonna have to adhere to it because guess what? That's the law. So it is what it is.
They're not the heels here. They are not the
they're
heels
not.
here.
I've respected Dan McMahon. I'm not gonna lie, I was intimidated as hell by him when I first got into the hobby, but I respect. Here's what happened. I had a few drinks one night, and I messaged him and I asked him.
I love it. I love it already.
Yeah, I said, "Are you a wrestling fan?" I know the persona of Dan McMahon. Are you a wrestling fan, or now is it all business? And we actually had a good conversation, and he thanked me for having that conversation because a lot of people don't take the time to reach out and talk to him like that. So I did that and found out he's still a wrestling fan. We talked wrestling for a little bit, and I've come to respect Dan a lot more for that. Even Ron, with all the stuff going on, I can talk to him. He was talking to me the other day about the new AEW Shop replicas, and I cannot wait for that Shop replica because I'm going to buy one.
Hey, I think we're all on that train on the screen.
Oh yeah.
We're all on that train. Even
But
Joey's
we all
on that
hear
train.
that responsibility. You can't. It's like moonshiners and the revenuers. The moonshiners know what they're doing is wrong. They're still going to call the revenuers out for going after them, and they're still going to hide their business elsewhere. We're going to go back. When I started in the hobby, bootlegs were kayfabe. You did not talk about bootleg. You didn't talk about bootlegs. You didn't advertise bootlegs. And over the years, it's become a blatant. Here we go. Hiding
It's
a
right
logo
there.
on a belt is not going to stop people from going after their artwork.
No.
That was common sense from day one.
Yeah.
But that's the irritating part of this hobby. It's inherently easy to fix it. If you don't like Dan, block him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Don't page watch his page. Wait for him to make a comment or wait for him to like something and then go and complain about it. Block him. If you don't block him, you're part of the problem.
The way I see it, if you buy a bootleg belt, you have no leg to stand on when you argue with Dan McMahon about what's going on in the hobby.
Dan has always, that's the one big thing I do respect about him. Joey, go ahead.
When I see Dan argue with people, I sit back and watch and get popcorn because I know Dan's just going to destroy them in a comment.
All he does is speak facts.
I've had it in with Dan. And I remember arguing with him over something somebody said about Dan when I first got in the hobby. And I'm like, yeah, that guy's a jerk. And I never even had an interaction with him. So I went after Dan in the comments, and me and him were going back and forth arguing with each other. And then I realized, why am I arguing with him? So I messaged him privately. And next thing I know, we're talking for like a half an hour about UFC. And I'm like, yo, this guy's just a normal person. He's awesome to talk to. When you talk to him normal, he's fine.
Yeah.
I understand his stance. Dan's going to be, an asshole.
Dan's going to be Dan.
Dan's going to be an asshole. You just got to learn to accept it. Now, I don't want to hear nobody say, well, I'm tired of him. We'll block him. No, I don't want to do that. Then be quiet. Then quit bringing it up.
Don't say anything.
I don't want to hear it,
man.
Yeah.
That's
And
just
Jim,
hobby, man. It's like everyone's high.
Jim,
school,
you're
bro.
one of the most chill people in this hobby. To me.
Oh, no, he's ruthless.
You get along with everybody. Anybody wants to talk to you, you talk to them. Is that just? Do you think it's just you trying to just stay cool with everybody? Or is that just the way that you were brought up? Have no problems, have no.
I'm not about drama. I'm not about BS, man. I back the people who I'm going to back, and I'm going to listen to all sides because at the end of the day, there's two sides to every story. There's two sides to everything, and you take the time to listen to both, and maybe you realize at the end of it, you're the asshole, or you come out of it at least respecting what each other's views are. So I'm a chill person, man. I don't come in here to let's do this drama, let's do this, let's do that. I'm here to have fun, man. I'm here to chill with my boys, talk about fun stuff, talk about the hobby, whatever the case may be. And that's just how I am, because it seems like everybody wants to go back to high school with their drama. He said, she said, he did this, he did that. If you don't like the person, like you guys said, block them.
And at the end of the day, we're all grown. We're all grown, and I don't want to look at drama. I want to come in here and look at belts. I don't want to come in here and listen to who's calling out who or who's like, dude, again, please, I am imploring you, me, go get some ass.
People make this hobby. People make this hobby their end all be all. And
you can't do. This is the thing. There are people actually. We have chats and all that stuff, or the groups, and people are there all day.
It's an unhealthy
day
obsession.
or two. It's insane. I go in there 2-3 days and I'm like, what? Okay, so something new happened with somebody. What's the next topic? Right?
Yeah.
Well, there's also something a lot of people may or may not have. It's called a job.
Yeah.
I work a lot, so and I enjoy. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy when I see the chat you guys have open. I'll try to get in there for a little bit and talk, but it's really hard. I'm not gonna lie. You do have to have a life outside of this hobby. This is, like I said, this is your Disneyland. This is where you come when you have a few minutes to get away.
Yeah. That's what I've been pushing for a very long time. I've been pushing for everybody to chill the fuck out. Everybody relax. Let's just all be cool. Because if not, they're gonna bring up too much attention and a lot of the stuff is gonna go away. And then if you go to Belt Talk, guess what? You can't talk about the things that you want to talk about on Belt Talk. Because here's the thing about Dan. One thing I got to say about Dan, again, it's not his fault that they butchered the IWGP belt. It's not his. He executed the design perfectly. But here's the thing about Dan. Dan's not going to kick you out of his group if you follow the rules. You could be a person who has been shit-talking Dan and ask for a request and he'll let you on. Follow the rules and you'll be fine. So I have my stance on things. He has his stance on things. But we coexist. We're perfectly fine. The only place I sell my belt on is Belt Talk.
Well, and that's one more thing about Dan. I saw some people comment in the thread. Dan doesn't tell you not to get a bootleg. He tells you it's wrong, but he tells you, hey, listen, it's your money. Do with it what you want. It is wrong and it is theft, but do what you want. That's what I reached out to him one time. I was like, dude, I'll buy my belts. I'll put them on the wall. That's it. And he goes, okay. And, you know, it's not like, I just wanted to get his perspective from where that is, because all you ever see him say is it's wrong. But even in his interview with Eddie and Josh, he said, listen, I'm not going to tell people what to do with their money, but I'm going to call it out when I see something wrong. Yeah. And, you know, that's what he does, basically. And again, his opinion, if it doesn't stop you from buying bootlegs, then what the hell are you aggravated with it for?
That is 100% true. I want to thank Ethan Thompson, Joey V, JT, and thank you to our very special guest, Mr. Wayne Bullard, for coming on. We really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. We're going to bring on first my baby daddy and then my niece. And we got a belt unboxing to do for her. And then we have a announcement as well. So, guys, thank you so much. Let me switch you guys out right now. This is my plea to everyone in the hobby. And again, I hate that fucking word, hobby. Get along. It's not hard. If you don't like someone, you don't like them. Stay away from them. You don't need to sensationalize all this crap. It's leather, metal, and paint. That's all it is. And yes, feel free, please go and check out Battler Fan 85 because 000 drama. It's all about the belts. And yes, look at that video where he reviewed the Undertaker Legacy belt, because that's cinematic review. And that's where we got our ideas from. You know, my idea from doing something cinematic came from Wayne being able to put that together. And I applaud him for it. And I thank him for giving that to us, that idea to just try and do things in a much bigger, grander way. So look out for that. I do ask that you all fucking get along. You're grown-ass men and women that are here, but 99.9% of us is men. Let's act like men. Instead of trying to bring each other down, let's bring each other up. This is what we're supposed to do to get away from all the shit that we go through. Leave Dan McMahon alone. Dan McMahon isn't freaking bothering anybody. Okay? Dan McMahon isn't the heel here. We're the actual heels, the people that purchase boots. I don't have any more boots in my collection, but we're the heels. And we try to, we're fighting the revolution and we're fighting, we think we're the baby faces when we're not. Don't sensationalize it. I would hope that the hobby goes back to the point where boots were kayfabe. They were on their side. It wasn't sensationalized. It wasn't, this whole thing wasn't made of. We just creatures of opportunity. We have this show because while it's there, let's do it. But I will humbly trade it all for it to go back to simpler times where these are the belts that we collect. If you collect your boots, go over there, do that. And yes, don't forget his wife. His wife is amazing. She, again, I want to know how he was able to do that. You know, wrap it around and say, "Hey, come over here. You're gonna be part of this thing." Because my wife looks at me like an idiot when I buy a belt. So, more power to Wayne. But thank you so much for tuning in with us. I do appreciate each and every one of you that stuck by. But we together, we can make it. We can make it good. We can make it what it's supposed to be. I want to thank everyone that was on tonight. Thank you to Mr. Vinny Vegas, to Andrea Bolger for coming on, Ethan Thompson. I also want to thank Joey Vitanza and James Taylor, because James Taylor is James Taylor. So thank you so much for watching. We appreciate it, and have a good night.